Scientists are increasing the frequency of commands being sent to the still silent Mars Opportunity rover on the surface of the red planet. Opportunity went silent on June 10th as a global dust storm took hold, covering the Martian surface and blocking out the sunlight needed to recharge the golf cart-sized rover's solar panels. Mission managers at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California, have increased the frequency of commands it's beaming to the six-wheeled rover by way of NASA's Deep Space Communications Network dishes from 3 times per week to multiple times every day. It's thought the rover's experienced a low power fault and perhaps also a mission clock fault and possibly an up-lost timer fault, all of which should be self-corrected once the rover's batteries have recharged. But all that depends on the global Martian dust storm, which is continuing to decay with atmospheric opacity or tau now below 1.3 at Opportunity's location. Passive listening for Opportunity has also continued over a broader range of times, performed by JPL's Radio Science Group, which records radio signals emanating from Mars using a very sensitive broadband receiver. And they've also started broadcasting what they call sweep and beeps to address a possible issue which could have developed under some conditions with the mission clock fault. Opportunity was launched from the Cape Canaveral Air Force Station in Florida 3 weeks after its twin rover Spirit on July 7, 2003, landing on the Meridiani Planum near the Martian equator on January 25, 2004. Spirit had touched down 3 weeks earlier in Gusev Crater on the other side of the red planet. Both rovers were only designed to operate for 90 days in the harsh freeze-dried Martian deserts, but much to everyone's amazement continued operating for years. Spirit remained operational for 2,269 days until finally getting bogged in a sand dune with its solar panels pointing away from the sun. It sent its final message to Earth on the 22nd of March 2010, more than 6 years after landing. Opportunity continued operating even longer, having now covered well in excess of 5,300 days on the Martian surface, examining rocks and minerals, and travelling more than 45 kilometres from its landing site to its current location in Perseverance Valley, a pass leading off the rim of Endeavour Crater. Glenn Nagel from NASA's Deep Space Communications Complex in Canberra says efforts to re-establish contact with the rover are continuing.
Oh, yes, we are. In fact, actually, at the moment, it's a daily ritual for us to communicate with Opportunity. Usually sort of hour-long passes, uplinking some commands to see if the spacecraft is awake and to maybe return sort of a "hi, I'm here" beep. But at this stage, we just continue to listen and we'll wait for NASA to make any announcements if we happen to lock into any signal. There's been a few false positives so far for Opportunity. It's gotten a few people overexcited on Twitter, but when it actually happens, I'm sure NASA will be the first to let you know.
The band will be out.
Oh, absolutely. Look, from a personal point of view, if we do not hear from Opportunity again, it's been an incredible 90-day mission that's lasted 14 and a half years.
That's the CSIRO's Glenn Nagel from NASA's Deep Space Communications Complex at Tidbinbilla near Canberra.